Google purchased YouTube in 2006, and in this video we will look at if Google can spin off its YouTube business after almost 16 years. We will look at 3 possible benefits for shareholders, and then we're going to come up with a possible market cap for YouTube based on current fundamentals. So let's get started. First of all, if you are not subscribed to the channel, you can do this by pressing the subscribe button under the video. You will not miss a single new video. Okay, Google purchased YouTube in 2006 for $1.65 billion. After 16 years, YouTube is generating almost $29 billion. That is close to 11% of the total revenue of Google, or more technically correct, Alphabet. So right now we will look at 3 possible benefits for shareholders if Google decides to spin off its YouTube business. Okay, the first reason is government regulations. If Google spin off its YouTube business, its market cap will become much smaller. As a result, it may become a less dominant player in the eyes of regulators. So the more there are big players, the more fair and more competitive environment there may be for big tech companies. So it may have less fines and less regulations. The second reason is that pure play streaming business may trade at a higher multiple than Google trades at. So pure play assets usually trade at a higher multiple. And the third reason is that mergers and spin-off tend to do better than the market. This is something I learned from Joel Greenblatt. He is the famous book author. He made Magic Formula service. Also, he is the founder of Value Investors Club site. According to his research, mergers and spin-offs tend to do much better than the S&P 500 for the first 3 years. Mergers and spin-offs beat S&P 500 by 10% for the first 3 years, while parent company beat S&P by 6%. So mergers and spin-offs can be much more profitable than the S&P 500 according to statistics. One of the reasons is that when spin-off is happening, it usually comes with a healthy balance sheet. An interesting point here is that the most profit comes not right after the merger, but on the second year. Okay, now let's try to come up with the market cap of YouTube if spin-off takes place. How large will be the company? Okay, this is the revenue of Google and YouTube for the last 5 years. Keep in mind that in 2006, Google purchased YouTube for only $1.65 billion. If we look at 2017, we will see that YouTube brought around 7% of the total revenue of Google. But if we look at 2021, we can see that the total revenue from YouTube was close to 11%. So YouTube is growing much faster than Google. The compounded annual growth rate of YouTube was close to 29% for the last 5 years. While for Google, it was close to 18%. So YouTube grew much faster than Google, or technically correct, Alphabet. Okay, now let's try to come up with a market cap of YouTube. YouTube ads for the last year brought close to $29 billion. That is close to 11% of the total revenue of Google. If we take 11% from the market cap of Google, we will get $188 billion. But YouTube is growing much faster. If we compare compounded annual growth rate of YouTube to Google, it is 1 times faster. So if we take price to sales multiple of Google of 6.5 multiplied by 1.5, we get the price to sales ratio of 10. By the way, price to sales is the current market cap divided by the sales or revenue. If we multiply the recent year's revenue by 10, we get the market cap of close to $300 billion. That represents close to 17% of the total market cap of Google. So if we look at top companies by market cap in the United States, we will see that according to these metrics, YouTube will be 21st company, close to Pfizer and Bank of America. So already after the spin-off, it will be among the 20 largest company of US. Also, I have made a video on Google. Terry Smith, famous investor that I follow, bought a significant position in Google. Here is the video. If you are not subscribed to the channel, you can do this by pressing right here. you will not miss a single new video. Thank you very much for watching till the end, and see you in the next video.